I get really scared by the fact that I'm only 23, and by the fact that I'm already 23. What I mean by this is several things. On the only end, when I was a teenager, I felt like I was smart and mature and knew a lot about myself. Then I grew up a little bit and I discovered that was not the case at all. In fact, I was an idiot. I'm pretty embarrassed by everything I did and created back then. And now I know a lot more than I did then, but there's still so much to learn. But what if everything that I learn in the near future and the far future lead me to turn around and look back at myself at 23 and scoff and cringe at everything I'm doing and creating now? What if even in just 1 year from now, I'm like, I can't believe I tried to make that stupid self-righteous podcast about my family where all I did was champion my own opinion about my family members' lives. I thought I was being so introspective, but I was just an idiot all along. You might notice that's just my insecurities about a current project of mine vocalized. It's a thought I already seem to hold in my head. So what could happen between now and a time in the future when that's not just a doubt, but my actual opinion of my work? Does that mean that my doubts won, or does it mean that I was actually right all along? Good question. I don't know. There's no answer. It scares me when I hear people that I really admire who are older than me, like Jenna Marbles, for example. She's 31, and I've heard her talk about her 22-year-old self and disapprove of the person that she was then. And Jenna is like my role model for how to look at life and love life. Me today at 23, I sometimes try to model my outlook on my own life after her outlook and use her positivity to bolster my own creativity and actions. I don't want to be 30 and look back on me now and disapprove of that person, and it freaks me out that someone like Jenna could do that. I don't know why, but everything I do right now in my life, I'm so afraid of disapproving of in the past, and that actually sometimes stops me from doing things, and I don't know how to stop doing that. But like I said, it also freaks me out that I'm already 23. I look at some people who I admire who have achieved great things by age 18 or age 20 or age 23. I have achieved nothing, and I'm only chipping away at my goals bit by bit every day, but barely, honestly. I know what I want to be doing, and I know how I want that to make me feel, and I don't really see any of that coming for a very, very, very long time. I feel like I am always holding myself hostage by refusing to address the mental reasons why I am not as productive of a person as I want to be. And then I realize how quickly time is slipping through my fingers, and sometimes it feels like I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and already be 30. I also get freaked out by people who I admire who are like 30, like a Griffin McElroy, for example. I see all that he's done and created by age 31, and I try to think of when he started, and I think, oh no, they started My Brother and Me when he was 23. I am already behind. Behind on what? On starting a podcast with my brothers? I don't have any brothers. I'm not on Griffin McElroy's path, but it takes a lot of mental gymnastics like those that I have performed in this video to settle on that more healthy assessment of my feelings. It all comes from the way that I compare myself to others every single waking moment of my life. It's not entirely inaccurate to say that every single thought I have is informed by a comparison of myself against another person, whether it's one of these huge inspiring idols I have, or my sisters, or my friends, or just some girl on the street who looks at first glance happier or more confident than I am. I don't know how to figure any of this out or sit comfortably with it. I know that these thought patterns are unhealthy and they are extremely constricting and prevent me from doing a lot of things that I could and should be doing. And I know my brain isn't in great shape right now, but I don't really have the capacity to do anything about it or understand it at all. It's all very confusing. Everything is confusing. I don't know how anybody ever figures anything out. I wish I was just better with being where I am and who I am right now.